Hi everyone, Catafly here. How are we all? And welcome to my No Belt Highway Ficsmas tour. Let's begin at the entrance. We'll just go on in. It's simple in here. This is our little power control hub. So our ornament bundles, foundries, miners, water, etc. I'm using water in this factory for the pure ingots alternative recipe. So everything in here can be turned off or on, including our toy train that goes around the tree. And don't forget that Ada Claus is always watching. We come into the next room. This is what's left of all the build items for Ficsmas. So each one is 100% efficient, just making the items we needed to build our Ficsmas factory. The rest was all built outside on the sand, but it's since been removed now that the factory is complete, and it goes up 3 levels. To make our final product, the Wonder Star just here. This is the entrance into the main Ficsmas factory. And over here, we have an extra area making additional candy canes for our Wonder Star. And something I will show you a little bit later in the video. But back to our main Ficsmas factory entrance. Here we can choose to take Frank. Frank's very festive this season. Good on you, Frank. Or we can just simply walk along to get to where we need to go. We can take the hypertube to all the levels we need to get to in this factory. So we take the hypertube to the first level of the factory. At the bottom here, we have candy canes. There are 19 constructors in this circle. Behind them here, we have the present trees, and we have 2 layers of foundries making the white baubles and the copper baubles. Behind them, we have a row of 36 foundries going all around the outside edge of our factory, producing either iron ingots or copper ingots. The next row up, we are making our baubles, our ornament baubles. And on the next row, we are making our tree branches, which are going into our decorations or Christmas wreaths. Above there, we have another row of candy canes. The candy canes on this row and down on the very bottom all go to produce our Wonder Star, which are being made on this row here at 11.8 Wonder Stars per minute. At the back here, we have another 36 smelters. These smelters are either making the blue baubles or the red baubles. And through the wall, on the outside of our Christmas pot, we have present trees to come in for our candy canes. On the next level up, we have everything that's available in Ficsmas so far. So all of our items that we've made so far. Going from the outside edge in, presents, branches, candy canes, bows, red baubles, blue baubles, actual snow, copper baubles, white baubles, bauble bundles, wreaths or Christmas wreaths, decorations, our snowballs, and our Wonder Star. We also have a row of Franks, festive as you can see, and behind them the gingerbread cars. Or the gingerbread trucks, rather. Above them here, we have our festive drones. These drones are currently not going anywhere. I've put them in now and decorated them more festive, just in case I need them in the future. And up inside our giant tree, oh, here goes our toy train. He's yet to be loaded up with his packages. And moving up inside our giant tree, we have another row of items being produced to make our Wonder Stars at 11.8 per minute. So foundries making white baubles, copper baubles, trees behind them making the red or blue baubles, another row of foundries on the top, a row of assembliers making our ornament bauble bundles. Then we come up to the final level of our giant tree, where we're making the Christmas decorations or the Christmas wreaths, with our branches being made here. There are many more levels to our giant tree, but we're not using them at this stage. I'll just give you a view of just how big our Christmas tree is. So you can see there we have a present giving tree. And as we go up, you can see just how big our tree is. There is a total of 382 giant Christmas trees in this tree altogether. And here's just a side view of our giant Christmas pot. And underneath it here, we have where our water is coming from. 2 extractors on this side. And just 2 more on the other side. And over here, we have signs on our wires to help us identify which wire belongs to what item of manufacturing. And now we head to the secret part of our Ficsmas factory. We come out across the catwalk and we think, oh, is that it? The catwalk ends and we head into the jungle. Oh, but wait, we have these festive lights that we might be able to follow. I wonder where they take us. Nice view of the waterfall and the cave underneath. Keep following the catwalk around, following the lights. This is how efficient the pure ingot alternative recipe is, as I'm only using this iron node and the copper node in this Ficsmas factory, but they are overclocked. Oh, but it seems like it's the end. Hang on a minute, the light goes up. Still continues up. Let's keep following it through the jungle. Oh my god, what is this? It's a giant igloo. It seems to be holding itself up in the air with some sort of advanced gravity engine. But let's proceed inside. We have to be authorized by our 2 guards here. But when we come inside, we have a simple control area. Just turning off the factory. This controls all the lights. And as we come in, we're presented with a walkway taking us to our giant tree. In the center, surrounded by Christmas lights and a whole bunch of constructors and Christmas trees. This is our giant Snowball factory. Oh hey Frank, what are you doing? Oh, it looks like Frank may have drunk too much eggnog. But in here, we are making 85 snowballs per minute at 100% efficiency. And of course, Frank guards all our snowballs when he hasn't drunk too much eggnog. Oh dear Frank, what's happened? There's some giant candy canes here on the inside of the factory. And a view of our giant igloo from the outside. It took quite some time to build this. There's a lot of concrete pillars in here. But I have since found a technique that we can actually use to make this smoother rather than being square as it goes up. And finally, where our Ficsmas world gets all its power from, the giant power point. The switch is on. Our Ficsmas Factory is powered. And we're going to the tunnel. It's guarded by many, many snow peoples. And the tunnel is full of snow and very festive. There's not a great deal up in our giant power point, as I simply built it as a way of getting our train to circle the tree, as we are not allowed to loop our train around with only one station in place. It comes up saying that the train is looping on itself. So I've created 2 stations in our giant power point, just so the train can travel around from one station to the other. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed Ficsmas 2021. Looking forward to next year. But don't forget, here comes a preview for our next video. Please consider subscribing, liking, and hitting that notification bell for future videos. And until next time, I'll see you later.